You're listening to two guys that are crazy. Just not quite Alex Jones crazy. This is BM Talk with Marc and Bob. Let us pray. Our Father, who broadcasts in New York, hallowed be thy name. The King of all media. Baba Booey be done on earth and across the airwaves. Give us a hey now and Robin's News. And forgive us for our bad phone connection and boring calls, as we just want to be part of the show. And lead us into the future and deliver us from the FCC. For Howard is the king, with the power and the ratings, now and forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Podcasts are bullshit.
Hey now!
Lee-ho!
Lee-ho?
Lee-ho! Taiwanese!
Hey now, man. Lee-ho.
Lee-ho!
Lee-ho.
We have been
on a little hiatus.
Yeah, on a little sabbatical because my MS.
Oh my God, yes. You want to talk about it?
I felt like shit for the past 3 or 4 days. I couldn't even get up. It was bad. I felt like I was hit by a truck.
Really?
Really, yeah.
See, that sucks, man.
Yeah, and then today, I go to bed at 4 a.m., and I wake up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, fine.
I'm telling you, it's. I think it's the weather.
It must be something.
Like the humidity, I think. Now, I mean, you said the sun affects you,
yep.
Although you need the sun for vitamin D.
I need vitamin D, and the sun is the best way for vitamin D. And
but you can't really be in the sun.
I can't be in the sun because the sun makes me feel like shit. So usually I feel good like at night and shit, but I really have no fucking clue.
I think it's the humidity because it's been pretty humid.
Yes,
like all week. Like the sun's been out all week. It's been like almost paradise.
Yeah,
but the humidity, and then you think you're in the house in air conditioning. You go outside to have a cigarette. That drastic change,
right?
And then coming back into it
and
is probably fucking with you.
Honestly, I think the cigarettes fuck with me, and I hate to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think the cigarettes fuck with me. I don't think it's good. I need to quit, but that's what we all say, that we need to quit.
Well, yeah.
And it's way easier said than done.
Absolutely.
And I
quit for 2 weeks.
Right, and I think I put you back on the wagon.
Nah, well,
or I took you off the wagon.
Nah, not totally. I mean,
I was helping.
You were helping offer a cigarette, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I it's just really it's the most fucked up disease.
I made the decision on my own. I was just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to start smoking again.
There you go.
But instead of buying cartons, I'll just buy the packs.
Started buying packs, so you're wasting money.
Well, not really, because I found a place that...
Oh, yes, you found a place that usurps the law.
Yeah, right. So they sell the cigarettes the Indians do.
Yes.
At a lower price.
Native Americans.
Is that what they have to be called now?
They are Native American. They are not Indians. Christopher Columbus was a moron.
Well, either way... The Native American cigarettes that they sell cheap. Yeah. I don't have to drive to Syracuse now.
Oh, and
wait for somebody to go out there and say, "Oh, pick me up a couple cartons."
Got you.
Yeah, I'm probably spending. I'm probably spending less because I was spending about $50 a month on cigarettes. That was 2 cartons.
Okay.
Right now that I'm buying by the pack, I don't smoke that much. Like, all right, and then you can say too, well, then why bother even smoking? Right, I actually enjoy doing it.
And you know what? That's what's sad. I enjoy doing it too.
I like having one after I eat.
Right.
I enjoy. I smoke more when I drink, but I don't know.
I think anybody
that's like a mental thing.
I think anybody that smokes more when they drink, because if I drink, I smoke.
Right.
I don't drink. And like I don't drink because it's not like I give a shit about not, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I just don't drink. I haven't drank in like 2 years.
Jesus.
Isn't that crazy?
I had a beer last night.
I don't even drink like a beer.
But I really haven't been out to drink that much.
Right.
Like if I'm sitting at home casually having a few, I won't smoke as much as if I'm out at the bar.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're there with people,
right? And they're going out
hey,
smoking.
Dude, you want to have a cigarette,
right?
You know, shit like that.
I mean, unless I just came back in from having one, I'll go out and I'll smoke.
Oh yeah,
you know. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird like that. But I think I'm not spending any more on cigarettes.
That's good
because I try not to smoke when the kids are in the car.
Okay.
But I will have one if they're not in the car.
Okay.
And whenever I do smoke at home, I got to go outside.
Okay.
So I don't really go out too much. And like I said, it's usually just in the morning, like with my coffee and, just the first thing. And then after I eat, and then if the kids aren't in the car. Sometimes if they're in the car, I'll have one if we're taking a long ride somewhere. But other than that, no.
All right. Yeah.
But
But yeah, I think the cigarettes definitely fuck with the MS, and my doctor says it too, not my GP, like the actual.
Right. Well, the cigarettes aren't really good for you, anyways. Regardless, so I mean, yeah, if you got MS or something, I'm sure it has something to do with it. But
like my feet are like fucking. I don't get enough circulation to my feet. I know that for a fact. Gotta be. My feet are cold. They're fucking discolored and shit.
Jesus.
And that brings me to this.
Do you have gout?
No, I don't have gout. I don't have gout. And that brings me to the other thing because of the MS. You know how I'm into Diamond Dallas Page, DDP?
Yes.
Okay, he's got a yoga program. You probably know about his yoga program,
right?
And what he's done with
DDP
wrestlers.
yoga.
DDP yoga.
Yes.
It ain't your mama's yoga.
Yes.
Right. So he came out with this new program for people that are disabled and plus over 55.
Okay.
Not like if you're disabled and over 55, but I'm sure that would be fine if you were.
Right.
But if you're like a disabled person or you're over 55, it's this workout that he does that's like all sitting and stuff like that. But it's still doing things, it's still doing things for you. He's got this video of this dude that's in a wheelchair. I think he's a vet. And like it looks like it's helping him.
Really?
So I think I'm trying to get this program because like I met DDP back in like 2013 or 14 or something. He came to Rome for a wrestling show, and I had made this track about WWE.
Right.
Called the WWE Universe Anthem, and funny, it still gets played. Like I get royalties off it, and shit.
And you can find it on YouTube.
And you can find it on YouTube.
Give it a plug. Why not?
You can find it on Amazon or
or
iTunes or Spotify. It's called the Universe Anthem, and but I Diamond Dallas Page. He commented on the fucking YouTube video.
Really?
Yeah. Like, and then we started talking or whatever, and this is before I was like in a wheelchair and shit. Like I was still like walking and shit. I think I know what happened. I think the stress of me being arrested fucked with the MS because the cop literally grabbed me out of my car like that.
Holy shit!
That's why I tell you, police are pieces of shit.
Not all of them.
No, well, I know not all of them. But police, in my book. Any of the police that I've dealt with aren't good. So, and it's like that's why when I'm able to talk about everything, I'm gonna talk about everything. So, but I think the arrest has something to do with like the way that it affected my body.
If you could prove that, sue.
I know. I would,
and then become like a multimillionaire.
I would love to be able to sue the New Hartford Police Department for as much money as I possibly could.
Because if that did affect you,
yeah,
and there was no cause for it, which there wasn't. If you're sitting in your car,
there's no
reason for them to be fucking yoking you out of it like that.
Right. It wasn't. It's not like it was a violent crime. It was for fucking weed.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
It was for a package of fucking weed.
I'm surprised your lawyer didn't say something about that anyway.
I know.
That's excessive force.
Excessive force. And not to mention, do you know I never got my rights read to me? I never got Mirandized. That's one of the things that always goes in my head. And I guess you don't need to be Mirandized.
No, who told you that?
I've read
no,
stuff.
I
know.
That's bullshit because I've read that. I read people getting off of a crime because they haven't been read their rights.
Mirandized, yes. Oh my God! I'll tell you what, the New Harbor Police Department's a joke. Biggest joke I've ever dealt with in my life. I still haven't gotten my property. It's been almost 3 years. I haven't gotten any of my property back.
Oh my
anything
God!
Like that. They're dickheads. Really. So that's why I feel the way that I do about
right, but you can't. What I'm saying is though, what I'm trying
judge
to
everybody
right because that's like, well, I've had bad experiences with black people, and that's why I don't like black people. Well,
I know,
you know what I mean.
Then it's like you're singling it out,
right?
Like
I understand. There's but we'll get into it another time.
Right, we'll have to get into that another time. I know we're talking about DDP yoga.
Right.
Okay.
So
we've got this yoga
new program for disabled people and over 55.
And over 55. It's called rehabilitation or something like that.
Okay.
And it's all sitting, and he still does this thing where you got to put your arms up and get your heart rate up and all kinds of shit. And I really want to do it.
I think you should.
And
I think you should do it and do it on the show.
I was just going to say I want to track my progress.
Yes.
Like video it and shit like that and track the progress.
Right, I think you should.
Because I think it would be a great thing. DDP, for people that aren't like wrestling fans or anything like that, people probably remember Jake the Snake from back in the day.
You would think like anyway.
Wrestling.
Right.
He was addicted to crack. DDP literally took...
And booze.
Right. He took Jake the Snake and wrung the crack out of him like a towel. That's what he did. I've never.
No, it's true because I watched the document on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there.
Yep.
The Resurrection of Jake the Snake.
Yep, and even Scott Hall, Razor Ramon is in it. He took the fucking crack. He wrung it out of Jake like a fucking towel. I have never, wow. And just to see the amount of people that are in the wrestling business that use DDP yoga,
right?
Like Gold Dust, for instance, the man looks like he's in better shape now than he was.
If you watch the Jake special, you can watch in the beginning of it. He looks like me. He's about 6'2", 6'3", 300 over 300 pounds.
He can't do anything,
right? And then you see 3-6 months into this yoga thing,
by the end,
he's lost weight. You could tell he's wearing a smaller size shirt,
and he's doing moves that you saw him he couldn't do them before.
Like after watching that, I almost got motivated to get it myself and be like, wow, you know what? We're about the same size height wise.
Right,
he might have an inch on me or two, but at the beginning of that. We looked the same,
and
like the same build, and I'm like, well, fuck.
I'll tell you, it's a combination between the yoga and the eating. He has a diet plan as well that comes with it.
Well, that comes with any kind of weight loss.
That. I don't give a fuck if I have to give up red meat or anything like that. I want to try and do it and get it done because I'm not getting movement that I should.
Right.
Before all this shit happened, I was moving. I was fat, but I was still moving around doing shit and fucking I could go on stage and do shit. And I'm not trying to do it to try and get on stage or whatever. I mean, I'd like to, but I'm trying to do it for my damn self.
Right. Well, that's any successful diet that's what they say. It's your portion control and food,
right,
and daily exercise,
right. And he also has an app for the phone for DDP yoga.
Really?
Yep. It is I just want to fucking do this. I want to be a fucking Dallas success story. And then he can fucking use my videos for his shit and say, I got this guy with MS.
That would get him on the show.
And I know. And actually, what's kind of funny, do you know that he fucking called me?
Really?
He even called me after the thing in Rome. Yeah.
For what? Just to say hello?
Yeah, just to talk or whatever. And, we were talking about another track or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm doing this thing with Jake and and fucking Scott Hall. He's like, if you do another song, could you put something in it about him? I'm like, yeah. So I did another song called The Raw Nation, which is on Spotify and iTunes and all that shit. And I started off, I'm like, I can get you in the diamond cutter like I'm DDP and leave you laying on the mat, now your history. And I'm like, call me Jake the Snake or something like that. I did some shit like that.
You should ask him to train you.
Dude, I would love it. I wish DDP would get me and use me and say, okay, we're going to do this with this guy with MS and we're going to see what happens.
Why don't you get a hold of him and say, hey, remember me, blah, blah, blah. I seen you got something. I was wondering if, I could come down, stay at your place.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
You'd have to work it out with him.
I'd have to work it out with probation as well.
Oh, right. When do you get off of that?
I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I think I make probation officers disappear because I haven't seen them.
Well, because if it's...
I need that. It's for 5 years probation, but I should be able to get off in 2.5 because I don't do anything.
Next time your probation officer calls,
I'm going to ask
him. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm doing good. We'll talk to you later.
Be like, all right, you're all right.
Be like, hey, when the fuck do I get off of this shit?
It's kind of useless.
Well, I'm not sure. I got to look into that. Why? What are you looking to do, Bob? Well, I want to go down to Diamond Dallas Page's house have him in Florida and have him train me in his DDP yoga for disabled people.
Right. And we're also going to have a camera crew that's following it around.
It'll be documented.
Right. If he can fucking wring the crack out of Jake the Snake, I swear, he could wring the MS out of me.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. I really wish DDP a challenge. I want to challenge DDP.
Is he one of our listeners, subscribers?
I don't know.
Well, maybe somebody who knows him.
I wish. So I challenge DDP. Please, Dallas. I need your fucking help, dude. I don't know what to do. I want to get that program. I want to do it, but the best, Mark is completely right. I need to be trained by you. You can have this be an MS success story. I will fucking eat healthy. I will fucking train. I will do whatever I got to do. I don't care. Like, I'm fine with the weight. The weight is fine. I just want to fucking walk again. And the weight would come off with the exercise.
Absolutely.
So that's just a plus. I don't care about the weight. I want to walk.
See, but I think the reason you need him is because if you go there and he gives you the one-on-one thing,
right,
I think that will help you because I think you'll do it for a little bit and then you might get discouraged, or you'll have a couple bad MS days, so you'll be out of it for a bit, and then you'll have to get back into it.
And then if I were with him when I had a bad MS day, he might be able to say, okay, well, can you still do this? Can we do this?
Right.
Or whatever. He might end up having a program for people with MS.
Or he might develop. You might help him develop
a program for people with MS.
Then it'd be the DDP B-side
MS yoga.
Yeah,
it would be incredible. Like the guy has done so much stuff for people with health wise that it's just amazing to see the people that are on it. And just to see, like, have you ever seen him where he lifts his leg up and he can almost reach his head with his leg in standing position?
No.
Oh my God! I'd love to be able to do that. I'll tell you that. See, I'll tell you what else. The kids just came.
Yeah, the kids are here.
Mark is shut.
because they don't get quietness. They don't get when I said stay outside. They don't. They don't. I understand. They don't get anything.
I'll tell you what. I understand because it is hot.
They're 7-3. What do you want them to understand?
I know.
I thought though. Again, I thought what a genius I am. We're gonna have a guarantee. Bubble guns.
Oh, Mark got these sweet bubble guns with a fucking thing of bubbles that are like fucking 2 inches high.
Right, and so I figured, they'll sit outside, shoot the bubbles, shoot the bubbles, and this and that. No,
it didn't work.
No, they still come in.
I'd try and attach the bubble gun onto that big thing of bubbles.
They can barely hold on to the thing without.
I know.
Otherwise, I would, but I think it'd be too heavy.
Right. So, I mean, the DDP, really, man, I fucking need your help.
Send them a call, a text, an email, something.
I know.
Don't rely on this.
I know. I need to send him an email because I don't have his number. He called me from a private number, obviously.
Well,
doesn't want some random fucking guy to
send him, email something.
Right. I got his email.
So
I got his personal email. So maybe
what's he gonna say? No, I don't have time for that right now, or
maybe if you start it, we could get you.
Start it, document it, send it to me, send me the videos,
right.
and then
we'll see whatever.
Yeah.
But see, I think it would be great if you could get me like right now, and get me in there and like wring the MS out of me.
Send the email now, then.
Yeah.
And do it.
Right. I'm gonna send the email.
I'm gonna make sure after the show you do.
I am. I
think that'd be good.
And that's all I had to say today is that I had bad MS days, and that's why we weren't here. And I found out about the DDP yoga.
Well, we probably won't be back again until Monday or Tuesday.
That's cool with me
because I got that. I'm gonna nerd out this weekend.
Nerdy out and fucking watching this horror deal.
Shutter TV, which is an app you can put on your smart TVs or your phones or tablets. And I'm not going to get into a big explanation of who Joe Bob Briggs is because the people who know him will know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
He used to host TNT's Monster Vision. And once that ended, and they used to play like cheesy drive-in movies.
Okay.
Like you might see like Friday the 13th, the first one, because they played it at the drive-in. But mostly you're going to see like just cheesy drive-in.
B movies.
Yeah, drive-in.
Have you ever seen Night of the Demons?
Not in a long time.
Like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I love Night of the Demons,
so
the original.
He's going to. They brought him back. The Shutter TV thing brought him back for a one-time 24-hour special of that's called The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs.
Wow.
24 hours marathon, 12 or 13 movies. They're going to play starting at 9 o'clock tonight, Friday the 13th, till 9 o'clock or longer tomorrow night, and I'm going to try and sit up and watch them all.
You're going to try and watch it.
I'm gonna
maybe you should document yourself. I'm on our...
I'm going to end up passing out at some point. Because I was already thinking, I'm like, all right, what am I going to do to keep energy up? I'm going to have to eat something.
And maybe energy drinks.
No, I'm staying away from that.
Oh, okay.
But I know, like, the way to do it is to eat a little bit to keep. I know I'm going to get, but I'm going to get bags of chips. So instead of eating a little bit to just give me the energy to stay, I'll eat like a half a bag or a bag of chips. Then I'll pass out and miss half hour of the movie.
I'm on my seventh bag of chips because I'm loving this. Joe Bob Briggs.
Ordering Chinese and KFC and pizza delivery. Like every restaurant around me is probably going to get hit up at some point in the next 24 hours.
Imagine if we had one of those. Imagine if our city was big enough with the app, with the food app, where you could just order.
If McDonald's delivered.
But see, they have an app where people go get it and then bring it to you.
Oh, I'll have to look into that then.
But I don't think the
because I'm not once 9 o'clock tonight hits. I am not leaving the house.
You're in the house, so it's pizza delivery or stuff you have.
Pizza delivery, Chinese. I'm going to stop and get some snacks for myself.
You are going hard.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite line from Running to the Demons is? eat a bowl of fuck.
So I don't remember because I haven't seen it in a while. But
Me and my rap partner Shiesty, we wanted to make a song called "Eat a Bowl of Fuck."
that's funny.
So it would go, "Eat a bowl of fuck," and then we'd be like, "Eat a bowl of fuck, bitch! Eat a bowl of fuck." I think I want to do that.
You should. Why not?
Eat a bowl of fuck.
Eat a bowl of fuck. See what else is going on. Oh, I made a tattoo appointment.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be getting the library ghost from the original Ghost. I hate the fact that I have to say the original Ghostbusters now.
Oh,
because they
the
remake it, and it was. I didn't see it, so I can't say if it was good or terrible. But I have not heard good things about it.
I know it is.
I won't watch it
on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's terrible. Why would you? But when I was in the tattoo shop, we were talking about it, and that's all Hollywood is making anymore. It's either a reboot of something
They have no
that's
original
terrible,
ideas.
or a remake of a Chinese movie.
Which means there needs to be more pot smokers in Hollywood.
There's the only thing that the original is coming out of Hollywood is comic book movies.
Right. But even that's not original because it's been
Right, no, but I mean
storyboard. I know.
Right.
I know.
It's not like, but when I mean like, it's not like Ghostbusters. All right, we're going to redo that movie with women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or
see, and that's what I don't get. Like, how can you redo a movie with an all-female cast when it was an all-male cast? And it just, I just don't get that.
I didn't see it, but again, I don't. I think they just ruined. Like I don't. Still, like Star Wars is the only 4, 5, and 6. That's Star Wars to me. Okay. The original trilogy, not any of this other bullshit that they're adding on backstories and forward stories.
Back into the
All right.
See, I was never a Star Wars nerd.
So. But with Ghostbusters, when it came out, it wasn't supposed like it was a comedy, but there was also some seriousness to it.
Right.
With that was the beginning of paranormal ghost hunters and all that. Like coming
was
like
that with Zool?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we watched it the other day because the kids wanted to watch it.
Ghostbusters.
I kept quoting the movie, and Angel kept laughing at me because I knew all the quotes.
I mean, it's they're movies we grew up with.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
So funny.
What a lovely singing voice you must have.
That's great. And, Bill Murray. Oh,
classic.
What a great cast.
It really was.
Who was it? Dan Aykroyd?
No, go sit down.
Look. They want to get TV time.
Well, we're not getting TV time
and
today.
They don't even realize we have no viewers. Don't worry, we have no viewers. Well,
we have one. Dark got a hold of me today, said she's caught up.
Oh.
She said she was sorry to hear about my penis. I said, well, I'm okay now.
Oh, my God.
I'm all healed. And she says, well, that's good. And, I don't know, she's getting ready to go to Florida, she said. And I'm like, don't you got that backwards? Aren't you supposed to go to Florida when it's cold up here? Because isn't it going to be hotter than hell down there?
Right.
But,
and we actually had a good talk today on the porch with my father.
Yeah, I know. We got to get him.
Politics. We got to get him on.
We got to do like a political episode with your dad.
And it's not going to get us down because he knows
right, that's what I mean. Like, I could talk to him and feel
not dirty.
Like I'm not influenced by what he has to say.
Right. That's
because he seems very knowledgeable about what he's talking about.
He's very knowledgeable about politics and history.
Good.
So the history, like, that's where it's... See, and that's where I get you, because you've been talking about, like, the news stations, how they give their opinions.
Right.
About how it's like, oh, well, this, but I feel like blah, blah, blah. No, just shut the fuck up. Give me what happened.
Right, like,
and shut up.
Or they give you their backhanded comments.
Right.
On it.
Unless it's an actual show, like what we're doing, like a talk show.
Right.
Then keep your fucking opinions to yourself. If he did something, and there's two people,
just put it out there. What he did.
Put it out there.
People will make their own. opinion.
Today Donald Trump threatened to go to war with North Korea. Oh, okay. And
I don't need to hear about how Well, I don't need to hear your attitude
Right.
with what you say.
Right.
Like, well, president's at it again. We're probably going to end up at war with Korea. Here's what happened when he went to. Shut the fuck. Just
Right.
the president went to Korea, came back. We might be going to war with them. Things didn't go well. We'll see what happens in the White House.
Yep, and Lucy's cat went missing, and there is a $50 reward for it.
Right.
Right. I get what you're saying with that. There's too many opinions in the news.
Yeah.
And that's not why you listen to news. And my dad said NPR is biased.
Are they?
Yes, because they're very they're either really right or really left. So he said they are biased. So that kills
I guess,
my idea.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, NPR, they might.
So there really is none then.
So there really is none.
That's
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, everybody gives their opinion.
Maybe we ought to be the first.
To not give an opinion on the news.
Right.
Just give the news straightforward, no opinions on it.
Right. We'll do that with your dad.
Right. But see, he can give an opinion like a historical reference.
Right, but that's
the thing.
That's more of a reference than an
Right.
opinion, because it's like, all right, you did this, but this one did this too.
Right. And then he can be like, oh, well, all our presidents weren't all the best either.
Right, right. But he was ridiculed like this, and
yeah.
that's what I mean.
Like he said, imagine
He's
if
giving you information.
Yes. Like he said, imagine if whoever who walk soft and carry a big stick.
Roosevelt.
He said if he were around today, the media would lambast the shit out of him.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's just the day and age we live in, and I don't know. It's fucking nuts.
It is.
But we don't need commentary on news. We just need news.
Right. There are news commentary shows that I can go watch. I don't need my local news people telling me or dropping comments or,
right.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? That's actually why, to tell you the truth, I have to give Don Shipman credit, because he reports on a lot of stories that are like anti-gay.
Right.
And he's gay. And he doesn't ever give his opinion on
because
anything.
Because he's gay.
Because he's a news reporter.
But no, because he's gay. If he comes out,
he has.
But I mean, no, if he comes out against the stories and starts, then he's going to get in trouble. So
Yeah.
he's going to stay. So he's doing it
So
smart.
he's staying in his lane.
He's just like, you know what?
Right.
Here's the story, whatever. But that's how all news should be done.
Correct.
As if you're gay doing an anti-gay story.
Right.
Just give me the information and let it be what it is.
Right.
I hope he's not going to bother your mother.
No, she's not home.
Oh.
She's
All right. Well, maybe we ought to kill this so I can get them wrangled up.
All right, that sounds good. Another show in the books.
Absolutely. This is what, 41?
41, baby.
We're on our way to
Look,
50.
We got a dancer.
Yeah, too bad he's behind the toilet.
Before you.
No, not before we go out. What? That's so important.
In the Ghostbusters, this is my favorite part. We kicked his ass.
It's his favorite part.
That's great.
Where they catch Slimer in the beginning, and then he comes out to the door. We came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
I remember that. That was a Bill Murray thing,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
So that's his favorite part.
All right, all my Ghostbusters fans, all my Friday the 13th fans like Mark here.
I know, we didn't even talk about
I know.
Horror Friday. That's all right.
There'll
What are
be
you going to
other
do? We
ones.
only got whatever time we got
I know.
to do this.
What are you going to do?
So, stay tuned for Bob getting a hold of DDP to start the yoga thing. Give us a call on the number below and let us know what you think about anything. 315-293-2999. Check out the website, bmtalk02.com. Send us an email, a tweet, or whatever it's called.
Send me a tweet at B-side.
Yes. And let us know if you're out there listening.
Yes. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
that turned the friggin' frogs gay.